Hello and welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your Aquarius tarot reading for the week of Friday the 13th. So let's get a look here and see what is going on for Aquarius. I myself am on Aquarius moon, so I might have to listen to this video a little bit after and see what's going on for Aquarius moon. Okay, guys, let's take this on and see. Six of Cups, celebration. Justice card. Ooh, Justice. Three of Swords, the Lovers card, and the Magician. So first thing that we have here, of course, Magician comes up, Mercury. So we have the Six of Cups, and that has to do with celebration and having a good time. Into the rest of that beginning of the reading, we have the Justice card. So the Justice card is kind of interesting. That has to do with legal paperwork, documents, mediation, things of that nature, because justice is a little different than judgment. So justice has a lot to do with, legal matters, paperwork, IRS. It might even be contracts or mediation, right? Sometimes the Justice card indicates divorce when you have it next to the Tower or the Death card, which means change. But in and of itself, this tells us that there are some things that are coming forward for you that might be of benefit, because all of the rest of cards surrounding it are very positive, especially in that back row. For those of you on my other social media platforms, please join me on YouTube and you can see these picture in picture. It's a lot easier to see and understand. But I have the Six of Cups, the Justice card, the Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the Magician. And how that sentence makes itself known is that the Six of Cups is celebration, probably after some decisions that are made. You've been struggling with some miscommunication with individuals, because that's what the Three of Swords is all about. Now, let's not get cocky. We still have, he said justice, legal justice, yay. Hi, Coven. So we have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is our card that is misunderstandings. So let's not get cocky as we remember that Mercury is still in retrograde for we're in the shadow period. Just like a full moon, it doesn't disappear overnight. Cosmo's out there talking shit. Can you guys hear him? So we have the Three of Swords, so miscommunication. So sometimes the things that you're meaning to say are landing wrong, right? We have the Lovers card too. So in a good sentence, the Lovers card is great, but the Lovers card often means duality and a struggle or a power struggle. I always call this one the Great Tango. So you have this great tango that's going on where you're struggling with these two ideas, or possibly another individual, where you're trying to come into balance. Now, this doesn't always mean that things are a struggle. It just means that there's a power play. Okay. There's a little bit of a power play, like a rubber band or like an ellipsis, right? What do you call those? The centrifuge that takes the two to spin. Takes two to tango. So the Lovers card just feels like there's, and it also adds intensity to the level of things that are going on. We have the World card, we have the King of Swords. Things are going to be moving pretty quickly for you this upcoming week. You have the Judgment card. I find it interesting that Sagittarius had the Six of Swords, which has to do with pressure, deadlines, needle on your nose kind of things that has to happen right now. But in this one, we have the Judgment card and the Justice card, and the Judgment card is tension. It has an anvil on it. It's my little three-headed dragon. Hi, Dwayne. So you have the three-headed dragon, and the three-headed dragon has to do with tension and judgment, which means like maybe some people's opinion will be coming down on you. Aquarius is really feeling as if there are some shifting sands that are going on, okay? So we do have the Judgment card in play, but like I said, don't worry about what I was saying earlier about justice, because it's not in play as something terrible coming. But we do have the Tower card, which is saying that things feel as if they're shaking a little bit and that things are a little off center, or that you're just feeling like if I don't pay attention to these things and take care of them, everything's going to go swoop, right? So I am seeing the Page of Swords, and this was showing up for Sagittarius too. So the Page of Swords has to do with short temper. So this isn't necessarily, hi Bitsy. So this isn't necessarily like you actually acting on it, which you might actually, because this is the page, but this is road rage. This is being angry. This is snapping or letting people know. And I know there are times. I can't with this bird. Hold. I'm getting yelled at by a conure. I love it. Okay, back to square one. So what I am seeing for you, though, you have the Lovers card. You have a lot of love cards in here, though, Aquarius. You have the Ten of Cups, which is balance. Okay, you have the Five of Cups, though, which is like you're not quite sure you believe things or you can't vet them. And so until the information really brings itself to surface that you want to vet some situations. You have the Queen of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands. Things are moving very quickly for you. We also have the World card, might indicate some travel for you. Okay. But I have the Magician in play. So what is Aquarius but the Magician anyways, which is a speaker. So there might be some things where you find yourself on, not necessarily the hot seat because this isn't pressure, but you might find yourself speaking or public speaking like me. Look, I'm on YouTube, right? So you have the Magician, and the Magician is somebody who's ready to go. So personally, I'm wearing this like completely because the Magician card means no more dress rehearsal. The show is about to go, curtains up. You're ready. There's like no worry for you to be thinking that you can't pull these things off that you have. You've got stress for no reason. Okay, you've got Judgment and you've got the Tower card. So these are all and only emotions that you have going on for you. Okay, so this is stage fright. That is the best way to describe it. It's like, okay, here you go, karma, go. Right? So the curtain's going up and you've got all this energy about it. Like, chill out. Things are going to play out just fine. Because in the long run, even though you have all these little different emotions that are coming up, let me show you how beautiful this is. You have the Hierophant, which means speaking from education and coming from like a sense of knowledge, or having the ability to come from expertise. So you have expertise. You have a Magician, which means it's go time. You're fully equipped. Okay. You have the 10 of Cups, which is balance. Now, cups is love. So let's not forget that, we can't do a love or lovers reading for you because there's so many dynamics that are in play with that. But we have the 10 of Cups, which means balance for you. I also see the World card, which might, like I was saying, indicate travel, but it also means balance in its own way. So I would give you the Moon, or I would, the world at your feet kind of thing. So you have the World card. So I want to point something out really quick that I think is pretty important about these cards. You have a lot of major cards and then some major influencers too. So the 10 of Cups, being as imbalanced as being in balance as it is, shows us a perfect 10. So there's balance. You also have the King of Swords, which means victory. So this card right here means you've won the war. Now you must win your peace. So for example, if you go in and you win a war, when you got a shit ton of things to still do, you just went in and devastated a country. Now you have to repair it, right? For example. So you may have won the divorce or won the court case. Now you need to petition for your money. Now you need to go and sell the house that you agreed you were going to sell. So there's work to be done yet after you've already won the big win. But I will say that this is pretty balanced. The only thing that you have going for you that's concerning is this fear. So you have this fear right here. This is the Loch Ness monster, where it's like, can I trust people? Can I trust this? So you have this very distrustful, pragmatic, suspicious tone to everything right now. So Coben's saying legal war. No. So Coben is saying finally some peace. So here's the thing, Aquarius, is you're not sure you can trust the peace. That's your problem. You're fighting against surrender, right? I should just title this Surrender, Aquarius, because what's true is you have this distrust waiting for the other shoe to drop. Let's not paint that into your future. Okay. Reframe it. Identify what it is you want to focus on and let the rest just fall away. Let's pull some cards for you from the Mystic Dreamer deck for your Aquarius moon, which is moi. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Follow and subscribe on YouTube, right? Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. You can also see the picture-in-picture there. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. There's also my coaching on there, my Tarot 101 classes. So hit me up and I will talk about what it is you need. Reach out. So let's see what's going on here. Coben is saying, I see. Good message. He said, surrender. And this is what we shall do. So here's the truth. You get thrown in a river, you can either scream and kick and beg for help, or you can learn to swim, or you can just float and see where it takes you. You're in that damn thing anyway. So how you perceive your event. All right. Aquarius moon. Hello, Vanessa, my Moxie, my partner. So here's the thing that's going on emotionally for Aquarius. So the first thing that comes up is the World card. I have the World at my feet. However, I worry that it will be taken from me. We have the Death card. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is cheating. So that not necessarily means cheating on you, but maybe taking something that doesn't belong to you. So maybe you're not comfortable with success, Aquarius. Maybe you're not comfortable with, taking yourself on, because here's the thing. Aquarius is ready to quit before the game has even begun because of this fear that's going on. I see you staying up late at night, worrying about things. I feel like you're the High Priestess. You can't tell if this is your intuition or your paranoia. Hello, Laurely. So I'm also seeing the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands might on occasion be a fight, but this might also be an internal struggle. Five of Wands literally means a fight. Look, melee. They're getting at it right here. Okay, there's 5 people in a circle and they got their weapons out. So we see Page of Cups too for Aquarius moon, and that represents new relationship. But the rest of the reading isn't revolving around love or lovers right now. What we have is the Page of Cups, which means new beginning. So is this a new relationship? You got to look at it this way. So is this a new relationship with how you do business with yourself? So that starts with, you know, changing your I ams and watching your negative self-talk and reframing those into a positive well-being. So therapy, for example, we've been talking a lot about therapy, Vanessa and I, in our coaching sessions and our coaching planning. And we talk about therapy being very good for healing the past, but coaching really focuses on the future. Come fully equipped to move forward, right? So in reframing things, you take on how you build where you're going. Because what I'm seeing here is the 9 of Swords. And if you look at the 9 of Swords, this is swords going in every direction. And she's laying up in bed with her elbows on her knees. And literally, this is her with insomnia. Literally, this is runaway thoughts. This is that whole, you know, I'm laying up at night. If anybody knows anything about linear thinking, it's where you can think a process out to its end. But when you have circular thinking is when you think a thought process out. I'm going to open the package, I'm going to eat them, I'm going to throw it in the trash, and then I'm done. But if you have linear thinking, it's like a runaway train, and it's one car after another, and you never get to the end of it. So this 9 of Swords is that runaway train where you allow yourself, hi Andra and Megan. So you have this runaway train, right, where you can't get your thoughts to cycle back and calm down. And I have to ask this question, it bears asking, are you meditating? So are you doing the necessary, you know, peace building? Are you giving yourself sacred space so that you can have that separation, recalibration, and get back to you? But I do see a lot of celebration that's coming up for Aquarius, where you have the Sun card, you have the World card, you have the Chariot card, which indicates some travel. But here's the other thing that the Chariot card tells us. It talks about intensity. And we have this moon in Scorpio, and Mercury in Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about intensity, right? Hi, Scorpios. I do love my Scorpios. My Scorpios, I tell you. But here's the thing. Aquarius is really waiting for the ship to come in. If you look here, she's waiting. So Aquarius is like waiting for that thing, but you are the thing, Aquarius. This is all on you. We have the Chariot card, which indicates intensity. And if you look at this, she's got 2 horses going in different directions, but they're tethered to the same cart. And she's got to figure out how she's going to get this chariot moving where she wants it to go. And she's not taking her eye off the ball. So that's what I say to you, Aquarius. Focus on what it is you want. Stop looking at the fluff. Stop listening to the naysayers. Stop playing like COVID's going to screw you. Stop playing like politics is going to screw you. Stop playing like, you know, social unrest is going to screw you. Fortune favors the bold. Go get it. However, don't take your eye off the ball, right? All right, let's pull some cards for you from the Divination of the Ancients and see what your message is for this week. And then I will leave you to it. And I'm probably going to come back on here and do Pisces because I'm catching up. We'll be doing 3 a day for the next couple days until I catch up. Maybe I'm going to go as hard as I can today and see where we get. Ooh, and this is so perfect. Okay, guys, look. So this is arrow focus. If you notice on the background here, there's arrows going in every different direction, and you can't pay attention to all of them at once. Focus. This wraps it up perfectly. Focus, arrow, get direct. Like I was just talking to my marketing director, and well, both of them actually. I have 2. No, I'm not pitting them against each other. They're different. But I have this arrow card, which is focus. And that's been the whole thing that I've been, you know, putting my mind on is like, now I know what to do. Where do I go? Okay. So this is perfect. It matches the Chariot card almost identical, right? Which has to do with focus. Look at that. Look how it draws it all together. Boom. Okay. You're already the magician. You've got your shit together. Drive that bitch. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. Love and light. I am going to hide Cosmos so he's not screaming at me. I can hear him being a little bitch. So what I will do is put my little bird up, and I will come right back on here and do Pisces with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Love and light. Catch you on the flip side.